Yeah, dude.
Guys, no.
Well, here. Wait 1 second. I got the Francis and Ngannou right now. Why I left the UFC. Here you go.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank you for being so patient with
Can you hear
me
it?
during this time. From my last fight, my surgery, and my negotiation behind the scene with the UFC. I want to thank the UFC fan who have supported me during this time, and thanks to the UFC for the past 7 years. I want to share my excitement for the heavyweight fight between John Jones and Cyril Gane. It's going to be a very exciting fight. I'm going to be watching that fight. But we all know the term undisputed mean nothing here.
Oh, man. He really does have a fucking $1 million smile. When he laughs, he's like a big teddy bear. He's like a big damn teddy bear. But anyway, can you hear me?
We're going to see if I want to see if Tyson can handle that guy's punch. You know, not saying Francis is even going to land on Tyson, but he's got to, if Francis even hits him once, it's going to sting. I agree. We all want to see it, you know.
I think also the nice thing about Francis is he is disarming. For being the most vicious knockout puncher in the UFC and probably MMA, and maybe, I don't know, I think Deontay Wilder is a little bit more scary than fucking Francis. But I don't know,
Yeah.
You know. I bet you they're both equally terrifying. But Francis Ngannou is the total opposite of the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, in a way that he's charming, he's really sweet, he's like sticking up for the little guy. Deontay Wilder is a wild man that'll tell you that Tyson Fury was cheating. But anyway, let me finish the video.
Yes, it really mean nothing. But I will still be excited watching that.
It does mean nothing, though. This fight is not for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. The lineal title will be going to the PFL. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part.
If he wins?
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. Francis Ngannou just said on his video that this fight between Cyril Gane and John Jones is by no means for the fucking lineal heavyweight undisputed championship. Because Francis Ngannou is the undisputed champion, no matter what they want to say, you know. He beat fucking Stipe. He beat Cyril Gane. He beat every other fucking sucker in the goddamn UFC dumb enough to step up to the mat with him. And I love it. I love it that he's kind of like saying that, you know, directly in this video. He's smiling and laughing. I love it with this big happy face.
Nobody can beat this man. He's
not so far. Weight. Not yet.
He's got a big head too. So like, did Stipe ever beat Ngannou?
The first time when Ngannou was like a, you know, journeyman fighter who'd never even stepped foot in the fucking, you know, what's that called? The UFC Performance Center, where all the like pros of MMA go to coach. He'd never even gone there, you know. He was just doing that all on raw talent.
Wow.
But yeah, and then Dana White's sitting here. I wonder what he's going to say.
You're going to fight arguably the greatest fighter of all time. You'd be the highest paid heavyweight ever in UFC history. Or you think there's more money out there to fight somebody who isn't the greatest of all times?
You know, I hate the way Dana's framing that. Like, Francis is going to go to where there's more money. You know, he's like, no, Francis is going to where the people are treated fairly for their what they're bringing to the table, and people are being insured properly. And Dana doesn't like to say that out on his little fucking UFC Tonight, UFC fucking mic'd up, sitting there with his Monster Energy drink. He likes to pretend that Francis Ngannou is going out there just looking for the biggest paycheck. And yeah, that might be the case. He might be getting the biggest paycheck of all time when he goes to fight Tyson Fury with... I do think it's a sweet idea. I hope they go gypsy rules, bro. They should do a bare knuckle fight, dude. How sweet would that be? Bare knuckle. I think the UFC gloves are going to happen, but bare knuckle would be sweet with the Gypsy King.
Yeah, that would be nuts, man. I bet he'd be really good at that, Tyson. Tyson's got some big old.
He's the
hands.
Gypsy King, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Dana White, he's got this little smirk like he didn't just get, like, you know, he doesn't want to be too cocky since he just got caught slapping his wife. But the look on his face right now. All right, let's see. I'll let him finish though.
But who is a lesser opponent. I mean, you'll have to ask Francis that question, but in my opinion, that's what it is.
They have also said that I'm scared of fighting John Jones or somebody else, which I don't know where they came from with that one. That sounds very ridiculous, in my opinion, with all due respect, because I've been calling for this fight for over 2 years. I've been waiting for this fight forever. And I've been fighting guy even with one knee, with injury. And now, why do I be scared of them? Why I feel even more confident? No, I'm not scared. The only thing that I'm scared of is to be trapped. It's not to lose my freedom.
Ooh, dude. He's like the fucking African Zelensky right now, dude. I love it. Here, you can hear the revolution in his voice. I love fucking Francis Ngannou. You know what I mean? You can hear, like, he's saying the exact, like, he might as well have, like, had Zelensky write this speech for him. It sounds like something Zelensky would say. You think I'm scared of Putin? When I would fight Putin with, like, a broken knee? Fuck that, dude. I'm scared of being trapped with Putin and Dana White. He doesn't want to be trapped there anymore. I love you, Francis.
Which I value very much. You guys know how the UFC contract can be restrictive. And as an independent contractor, you don't really have a say in that contract. You don't even have a right. So I can't do that.
If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here.
Anyone who doesn't have to be here doesn't have to be here.
Oh, you could hear the smile in his voice. You really can. His big, crinkly panda bear smile. I love him. And when he starts speaking French, truly, when he starts, he's the biggest panty melter on the planet. It's beautiful.
He'll probably be, you know, the president of Nigeria someday.
I heard that he's like 300 pounds right now, though. He's got to cut like 45 pounds just to get to have to be able to fight in the UFC. That might play into it, you know. It really might. He's like, I don't want to fucking make a weight cut that crazy. He doesn't want to cut 45 pounds just to fight John Jones. That does sound like a shitty fucking idea.
He'll be the same. He'll be close to the same weight as Tyson Fury if they fight.
That'll be cool. I think that's important. But I also think that doesn't favor Ngannou. I think that favors Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is going to whoop this motherfucker's ass. You know he is. Tyson Fury is going to slap him up for fucking 3 rounds, and Ngannou's going to go down because he's never had to fucking use his brain that much in a fight. That's not what. That's the thing about Tyson Fury. A lot of these guys, you know, just can't handle, especially Deontay Wilder in those second and third fights. You could just see that not only was he being overwhelmed physically, but a lot of his exhaustion was coming from the fact that he was having to figure out where this guy's fucking flying jab was coming from. You know? And it's just like every single time he makes a move, there's like a chest a chess match being played in his head on where this fucking guy's jab's gonna.
I think Francis is gonna have to corner Tyson. He's gonna have to get him against the ropes and get him cornered. He can't.
Maybe
he's not gonna be able to fight Tyson in the open.
He might not be able to. I don't think so either. But damn, I'm excited for it. I'm excited also for the build up. I want to see, because now you got Jake Paul, PFL. You got Tyson Fury probably going there. They'll probably pick up Lomachenko. They'll probably pick up all the stars. All the fighters are going to go to where the fairest pays at, right? It might this might be the end of the UFC. The professional fighting league might actually take over.
I hope so, because the UFC, it was great while it lasted, but it's just an abusive organization. It's really, it's not even, it's a form of slavery that's
a strange one where people are addicted to fighting. It's like we found all these people that are addicted to fighting and winning, and we're making them fight, and we're kind of exploiting them, and we're making billions of dollars, and we pay them like $5,000 a match. They have to fight like, if they lose the match, they might get insured if they get really hurt. But they're not making that much money, not after 3 months of camp and training.
Yeah, Dana talks about a $50,000 bonus like it's a big deal. That's like that has to get split between the managers, the coaches, and
this guy might get 10 grand of that. He might get 10 to 15, maybe 20 grand of that $50,000 bonus.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Well, I will say they did a lot better for the fighters than the boxing industry did. But we'll see what happens, man. I'm just glad my boy Francis is sitting here smiling and jiving, dude.
That's not true, right? You know how restrictive the UFC contract can be for a contract that's supposedly for independent contractor. So there's not really a lot of things that you want or you can do when you are in that contract. They decide for you. I signed my last contract in December 2017. Even at the time, I knew it wasn't a good contract.
Oh, man.
I knew I have to earn my position, become a champion, have more value. In order to negotiate a better deal for me, I need to add more value to myself. And that's what I've been doing in the past 5 years, and which is okay. I never really complained with that contract, no matter what happened. The only thing that I wanted is the right to deliver that contract, to terminate that contract as I should, and move on into the next one. I do believe that I have that right, at least. I mean, that's called freedom, to be able to terminate a contract in order to start another one. And if the new one doesn't suit your condition, you're also free not to sign without going into a bad blood, So that's how I feel about it. It's just unfortunate that we didn't come to a term, which I wish we could have, but it is what it is, But as an independent contractor, I have to look up to myself.
Yes, he is very right about that too. He's got to look out for himself as an independent contractor. If he was like a hardcore employee, always taken care of by the company, that's a different story. But they treat him like some redheaded stepchild that they get to own all the fun parts, and fuck him if he has any questions about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder what they're going to call it over at the PFL. But we'll see what happens. Anyway.
And do what's right for me. And everyone out there should do the same for themselves. Now, it's very crucial for my future. I have to take a time, decide what's my next move. And so I'm gonna speak to people, some people out there, and see what's possible. Hopefully, I mean, I want to start do some boxing at first before step into MMA, because regardless, I still have so much excitement and so much love with MMA that I feel like I haven't delivered everything regarding MMA. But I also want to do some boxing match, so yes, maybe explore a possibility to do one boxing match and come back into MMA.
Kind of sounds like something we heard from Jake Paul a few days ago. He wants to do a little, hey, let's do it this way, then we'll come back to MMA, buddy. I love that.
I wonder if Tyson would ever fight an MMA match. I don't know if he would be...
I bet you that crazy motherfucker would. I bet you he would. Tyson Fury will definitely step into an MMA match. Especially if he beats Ngannou boxing. He almost owes it to Ngannou to be like, all right, let's see. Like, you came into my world, now let me try your world.
Yeah, because Tyson's going to get fucked up in an octagon.
Maybe he might, bro. Yeah.
He's got no ground game, dude.
Yep.
He's a baby. He's a baby in the ground game world.
He is a baby. Maybe he might be working on it. I mean, he might be. But even if he is, it's not being shown, so I don't think he is. And even if he's doing it in secret to, like, prepare for the match, you know, it's probably not enough for Ngannou. Like, Ngannou's going to fuck you up. I don't know. Ngannou is a pure striker. He can do a little wrestling, but I don't know. Tyson Fury's huge, and he's smart. He might be able to do it in a fucking octagon. We haven't seen it. We've never seen somebody of Tyson Fury's caliber of boxing succeed in the octagon.
Yeah.
You have to have a better basis as a wrestler and an MMA fighter. He might be, like Dustin Poirier in there, just fucking down to pound town. But we'll have to see. And I think he's going to do that with this. His name's Le Prédateur in French. That's his fucking, the Predator. I love him, though, because he's so nice.
With another organization, promotion, or my own promotion, everywhere that I feel respected, everywhere that I feel value, I'll be happy to do that. Free agency is something that no many fighter in their prime, in their very top, has a chance to experience. And then now I have it. I fight for it. I fought for it for the past 3 years. I have it, and I really want to do a better use out of it. And remember, they're going to be saying a lot of things. They're going to be trying to bash me, to devalue me. But no matter what, you have to remember who the real king is. The best heavyweight in the world. I'm the best heavyweight in the world. And I don't care what they say out there. Hey, man, I'm the man. I'm the best. I'm the king.
He's right. He's absolutely right. He is absolutely freaking right. He is the best. Anyway, that's that for the freaking local podcast for new locals, guys. Me and Lukey were reacting to the Francis Ngannou's response to the MMA, or being released to the UFC. Which, if you don't know anything about it, that's your fault. I don't care. Find some other shit to listen to on YouTube if you don't like fucking MMA and talking about MMA, because that's what me and Luke do, bitch. Anyway, Luke, you want to get off the phone? Or it's been like an hour. I love you, bro.
All right, man. All right, love you, man. Good podcast.
Dude, I love you, bro. Talk to you later.